Welcome, Dungeoneers, to episode 11 of the Dungeon Chronicles. I'm your Game Master Dan, aka Ruin D, and tonight we're going to be playing a homebrew campaign using the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons rule set. We stream every Friday, 8:30 GMT time, here on Twitch, and the episodes will go live on Monday mornings over on YouTube. If you're watching here on Twitch, click on the panel below on the YouTube panel and give us a like, comment, and subscribe over on YouTube if you could. We're trying to grow the channel there. So any help would be greatly appreciated. If you're watching on YouTube, please click on the link in the description and give us a follow and maybe a subscribe right here on Twitch. Right, over to our players. On our far left, oh, hang on, oops, if I change the screen. On our far left, from the continent of Ethrol, played by Paul, aka Haphazard, is our gnome artificer alchemist, Selwyn. Next to him, from the far land of Astrum, played by Ash, aka Ashleaf, is our Tabaxi assassin, Zababi.
Hello.
Next to her, just on the next, I do it every week. Next to her, from the island just off the shores of Anthrond, played by Rich, is our Turtle monk Boric. And next to him, on our far right, from a world unknown, played by Nat, is our Warforged warrior Six.
Good evening.
Good evening. Right, so a recap of last episode. We last left our adventurers as they were in the forge in Fort Maldar, where they had come from the midst of a battle, liberating the fort from the Banshee Helitry, hoping to find a place for the surviving refugees of Avenberg somewhere, hoping for them to have somewhere to remain safe. Fighting their way through the haunted fort, our heroes finally made their way to the throne room, where they were set upon by the undead king and the grotesque and unholy village of Helitry, the Banshee. Battle quickly ensued as I think it was Boric took a shot from an old ballista, and hearing the soul-shattering wail from Helitry, I think it was Boric as well went down. I think. Eventually, what was that? Sorry.
I went from all of the life to none of the life.
Even though the battle was tough, our heroes vanquished the vile Banshee and put the remains to rest of King Maldar. Our heroes presented the crown and the dwarven signet ring of the Maldar clan to Gramras Copperbelly. For their hard work, he helped them helping him reclaim his dwarven home. The newly appointed king gifted our heroes with some very nice rewards from the dwarven vault. Heading back to the, forge requested by Selwyn. They set upon identifying the new artifacts that they had acquired, and hopefully this will help them in the battles yet to pass. So you find yourselves in the forge, where you can see a couple of anvils, some a large forge, and the room is covered with dust. And yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I would quite like the gauntlets, if that's okay with everybody.
I think that'd be good for you.
I also think that we all need a bit of time to get ourselves back together.
Yes.
How is everyone feeling?
Your map's gone. Are we not on our map at the moment in the kingdom thing? Or am I looking
We
somewhere
don't
else?
need a map.
I do.
No, you know.
Forge. Identifying.
We've been around this place more than once.
I'm hoping to we sort of spruce it up a bit now.
I feel like I'm at home here.
Yeah.
It'll be a good place for the people from Avenberg to come.
Oh yeah, we should really do that.
Yeah. I think we should
you
probably.
guys, you guys should really do that, and I'll tag along.
Yes, if you could. I find you very useful.
Thanks.
They'll get to meet them. They're very nice.
Are they?
Well, Ivor is.
Yes. They were not so welcoming until we became people of use to them.
Isn't that the way with most people, though?
My experience is quite sparse.
So what were you? Go on.
Yeah.
So,
do we want to rest?
Take a
Do we
sit
want to
down,
go
breather.
straight to Avenberg? What are we doing?
take a sit-down breather.
Cool.
And then, like, slowly dripping blood onto the floor.
It's quite late, wasn't it? When we last...
It was quite late when you last in our last game. Yes, the evening is duly upon you.
King Copperbelly, where is he?
He is in the front room.
I'll go back in there. King
Okay, so you make your way. Ooh,
Copperbelly?
yes.
Is that what we call you now?
Oh no. Just Gramras will be fine.
Okay, Gramras.
Or
perfect.
Copperbelly, I don't mind.
Okay, Gramras. Are we okay to stay here for the evening?
Oh, aye, absolutely, not a problem. I thank you so much for your help, and you're always welcome here, Fort Moldar.
Okay, that's nice to know. I think it might be the first place.
You can take the barracks if you want. It's not much, but at least it'll be somewhere semi-safe.
I just need a place to sit.
Not a problem.
So I'll go back in and tell them that this is somewhere we're actually welcome from now on. And we can sleep in the barracks if we wish.
I think it's a good idea. I'm knackered. But I think we should spend a little bit of time to maybe shore up the doors and stuff like that. You know, because you just never know, do you?
Point me in the direction,
At
I'll do
least-
the heavy lifting.
So I'd like to spend like an hour before we if we are going to rest, about an hour maybe with 6, and we'll sort of lock the doors, as it were, to the castle. And we did get through that gate, didn't we? Lift that gate. Maybe we can close the main gate. Just so basically secure ourselves in.
So what would you like to do? Are you just gonna
We're
close
gonna leave
the
the main
port
gate
colours? Okay, so you're
Yeah.
gonna you head
Shut
back
the
over
main
to the
gate.
main gate, and
Torch. No, I don't need.
hang on
torch, do I?
hang on one sec, guys. Just
Are you okay there,
sorry.
Warwick? Did you want
Yeah.
help?
I'll be alright once we have a bit of a rest. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Sorry, daughter was shouting. I thought she was hurt. She wasn't. She was just shouting. So yes, Selwyn and Six head over to the main portcullis, and you can see the two main levers that open the gate, or Selwyn used to open the gate.
Let's shut these gates.
Okay. So you pull on the handle. Roll me a strength check or an athletics check, both of you.
Both of us.
Are we in one each, or are we on the same one with each other?
It's up to you.
Well, if you remember from last time, I'm happy to go and do one side if you do the other, so it goes together.
I don't want to be left on my own.
Okay, I'll...
Do you want me to come with you?
Place creeps me out still.
Okay. So, a strength check, did you say?
I shall assist.
DM?
Yeah,
Strength
it's
check?
fine. Yeah, yeah, athletics check, please.
Athletics. Am I rolling at advantage or my own?
That's up to you two.
I'm helping you. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'll hit it with a hammer.
Okay. 25.
Yeah, not a problem. Both of them, you within a matter of a couple of minutes each, you manage to close them, and you can hear the cogs ticking, and then the portcullis slowly drops down, and then seems safe. Dark,
That's the main gate done.
old.
Yeah, it's cold.
While they're
Wait, wait.
doing that,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, just a quick one. I'm going to go around and I'm going to take the crossbow bolts off all of the crossbows.
Off the
Like, out of
ballistas.
the crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that someone doesn't accidentally trigger one while someone's walking up and down a corridor and skewer them.
Okay.
So,
You.
just in the short term.
So in the side bits of the main walkway where you enter, you probably collect about 14 ballista bolts that were like haphazardly been knocked over, but could still be used.
All I'll do is I'll take them off and I'll put them kind of propped up against the wall next to it so that there's at least one bolt next to each crossbow.
You gonna load any of them?
No, I'll unload the crossbows.
Ah, right. The crossbows are already unloaded. You just found the one because he fired.
Okay, 'cause I just need to find a few of them.
Yeah, he only
So
fired
they're-
on one side, so the other side you did have to unload. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any of them which are loaded, I'll unload and I'll
Put them up.
fire the string off as well.
Not a problem. Okay.
We can damage them.
Yeah, that's done. Not a problem. Anything else? Selwyn, Smappy, 6.
Seems like everyone's got it sorted, so I'll just go and pick my spot.
like
Have
a
my
typical,
rest. Be a
like
lazy
a
cat.
typical cat. This is
Yeah.
my spot now. You find
They're
someone. You
looking
find
at
someone
four
else.
in the corner.
You find someone else's bag to lie on.
Yeah.
From the top one, just knocking things off.
Just rub it with my head. Gotta scent it.
It's mine now.
There was a fireplace in the throne room, wasn't there? In this fireplace, a big fireplace.
It was a big fireplace, but it was pretty much destroyed.
Right,
over time.
I was going to say we can maybe get that going, but never mind. We should settle down then, I suppose. We all go into the barracks, all of us.
Yeah, I think we should stay together.
I agree.
Yeah, and I'll just sit in the corner and examine the gauntlets for a while if people are going to be chatting and stuff.
So you take an hour or so before your time to sleep, during that time that you are identifying these items and etc. etc. Gramras pops in and he goes, Selwyn. He's got a little tear in his eye. He says, "Can I have a word?
Of course.
Alone. If you don't mind."
Yeah. Yeah, I'll follow him.
So he heads out, and you head out of the barracks, just through an archway where there once was a door into like the mead drinking hall. And he goes, "I've been thinking. What's your plans after meeting these new adventurers? Seem to get along with them pretty well."
Wow, I haven't thought too much on it, but My first thoughts were maybe restore this fort to somewhere hospitable again. Somewhere you can call home, perhaps.
That would be nice.
Get the Great Forge running again.
Aye. Well, I was thinking about that, and you know, dwarfs are very good forgers with the best, and but as a gnome, you're not too bad. I was wondering if you'd like to stay here with me.
Like live in.
Aye, like you have been at Hogscotch.
Yeah.
But if you want to go with these crazy adventurers and fulfill your wants and needs of, you know, new and exciting things, I understand.
Maybe I could take that holiday that I'm owed.
Aye, been quite a while since you've had any rest. But you won't be getting any rest with them adventurers, I tell you. Not that I'm trying to stop you. It's up to you.
Oh. I think I'd like to see how things go. I'd certainly like to help them out again. I know they're very busy. They've got to help some town, so I feel like it's the right thing to do. But I'd like to be able to come here again, to home, to a place I can call home.
Always
you'd have
welcome
me.
with me, you know that.
So, yeah, I think I'd like to carry on with these guys, but I'd certainly come back. Let's definitely stay in touch. You know, might be back in a day, might be back in a week, a month, a few months. I don't know.
My little
But,
gnome friend going off as an adventurer.
Yeah.
I never would have thought it when I first met you.
Oh. Now I've got the taste for it.
You have been one to explore new horizons. Only in life, but in your work. So, I thank you for everything that you've done. And I want to give you this. And he gives you two pieces of, he gives you two items. He gives you a large scroll. And he also gives you a small little emblem that looks very similar to the one that you saw in the temple, in the shrine in Fort Moldar. He goes, keep this with you, and you're now an honorary dwarf.
Oh.
Aww.
Um,
Sorry.
I'll stand there awkwardly, like I don't know how to take that. That's really nice. I really
But
appreciate that.
you're gonna have to grow a beard.
I've been trying for years.
All you ever get is them bloody mutton chops.
I just want them to join together. They never join together.
And the other thing there is the deed to my house, Hogscotch Ranch.
This is the scroll.
Yeah.
I'll open it and sort of.
Yeah, you can see that it is a deed for Hogscotch Ranch. Now you can do with that as you wish.
I don't know.
Try not to destroy it like you did the barn.
Yeah, well, that was an accident.
I know. And I won't hold it against you. But I have no life there now. Not with my hog gone, and I've got a new adventure here. But if you ever find him, please bring him back.
I will.
Thank you.
Don't you worry. I'll make it my life's mission to return him to you.
One last thing before we head down and go to bed. Gonna be pretty lonely in here for a little while you get them people from Avenberg up here. I was wondering if I can sleep with you guys tonight.
Yeah, of course. I didn't think you were going to sleep on your own.
You're a good friend. And he just puts his arm around you. Both pretty similar heights. And you just walk to the back to the barracks, where if no one wants to do anything else, you will settle down for the night. Does anyone want to do anything?
Are we having a long rest, did you say?
It's about the time that you need a long rest, yeah.
Can I spend time attuning that
Yeah.
that ring, yeah?
Yeah.
It seems to be quite a communal item at the moment. Probably would have brought the alchemy jug out and started putting some drinks out for people and stuff.
You find some kids that some are dented, some are broken, but you find a number of them that are still usable, and you
Types of tankards.
all
Probably would have, as it's a stone building, would have set up, as it's quite cold and dark, and it's been empty for a long time, set up like a small campfire, like cleared the stuff out. It's in a stone building, we're not exactly going to burn it down if it's a controlled campfire.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. You move all the flammable objects away, and yeah, not a problem.
Get some wine coming from the jug or beer, either one, and then set that up and kind of get a little indoor thing going.
Outdoor indoor thing.
After this.
Okay, so the fire, you create the bonfire or the fire pit basically, and you will sit round there with a bit of food, drinking some ale from the. Is it ale? Not mayonnaise, is it?
It can do beer or it can do wine. So whatever people want to drink, I'm not going to do acid.
Not a pint of mayo then.
Or basic poisons.
We should do mayonnaise and then toast Krupa.
Can only do one thing a day, so we might save that for another, like next month or something.
Wow.
Okay, I dragged him here. Okay.
Yeah. You all share some stories, have a drink, and head down for the evening. Is anyone taking watches, or do you feel safe here?
I think it's pretty safe here, isn't it?
Don't
No.
know. We could barricade the door if you want.
How secure if Selwyn and I made the building, do we think?
You've closed the main portcullis. The only other ways of that they could have, that people can get in, is if they're a small creature or smaller, and they go through the arrow slit, or there is a chimney, obviously, two. One that goes to the throne room, and one that goes to the forge. The one in the throne room looked like it would take some serious digging out to be able to get through it.
Does the door open into the barracks, and is there a chair?
There is no door onto the barracks, as all the doors had been knocked down by the ghouls that you can, two and two together and come up with.
Is there a chair?
Roll an investigation. Roll a perception check.
No, because that's what I'm good at.
I think it's worth us setting up a watch just
13?
to be on the safe side.
What was that? Sorry.
I can help with this.
I was just sorry.
if you like.
What was that? 6?
13?
13. There unfortunately are chair pieces.
But no, it's a chair.
But there's one with like 2 legs that you might be able to but what are you going to prop it up against? That's what I'm.
At a bed. If not, I'll just sit on the floor so I'm basically facing the door.
Like in the
Because-
doorway.
Not in the doorway, but facing the door, because I don't have, because of the way the
Yeah, yeah.
rest works for me. I'm never unaware.
Mhm.
So I just set myself up there.
Okay.
Wait till everyone goes off, and then shut down for a bit, and then reboot.
Okay, not a problem.
I will cast. I will tell the others. I can help here. I will cast snare.
What does snare do?
Snare is a spell.
Okay.
Cast a magical rope to create a circle within a 5-foot radius on the ground, or the floor. When you finish casting, the rope disappears and the circle becomes a magic trap.
Ooh.
This trap is nearly invisible, requiring a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell. Against your spell save DC to be discerned. If it triggers, then it will restrain the creature, hanging them upside down 3 feet above the ground. And it could be small, medium, or large.
Cool.
They can make a dex save to end it early, or someone can help.
Okay.
Make an intelligence check against my spell save and remove the effects.
Okay, not a problem.
It lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, which
So
is
I'll
about...
explain that to everyone.
Yeah.
And then I'll do that. I'll do that cool spell. I don't have to get
Are you doing it in the doorway, are you?
Yeah, I'll do it in the doorway. So obviously with the intent of everyone going through that doorway, they get
Yes.
yoink.
So, you settle down for your night's rest. And what's your spell save DC, by the way? Has it Selwyn?
It is. Why is it telling me a deck? Oh, they have to make a deck save against it.
Which is...
To find it, they have to do a spell save.
Yeah, they have to do an investigation. Oh, to find it,
To
they
dodge
have...
it, they have
Yeah.
to do a deck save of 15.
15. Okay, is your spell save DC 15?
It must be.
Just go into your spells up to your character sheet and you'll be able to find it there.
At the top.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So, you all get to sleep, and it's quite it's a harsh sleep because you have your bed rolls and it's safe enough. And I would just like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, because this is one of the mechanics that we do. It's not quick living. I just want to see if anything happens. So everyone roll a Constitution saving throw. Selwyn?
That is 14.
Okay, not a problem. Zababi?
23.
Yeah, so 23.
Yeah, I rolled a 20 and I got
Woof. You had a lovely night's sleep. You enjoyed that backpack and you were just in there, like, not
Just
moving
all
all night.
held up
Boric?
Would I have attuned to my braces yet?
Yes.
Excellent. I will tick the attunement then.
6?
At 15.
No problem. And what did
21.
Boric get? 21. Yeah, you're all absolutely fine. So you wake up in the morning pretty refreshed. And what's his name? Gramras wakes you all, not wakes you all up, but wakes up with you, and he rubs his belly, stretches out, you hear a few cracks and cricks, and he goes, right, well, I best get to work. And he starts to head out the door.
Gramras, is there anything that... obviously we're going to be hopefully coming back, or at least sending people here. Is there anything that we can get for you? Anything you'll need? Supplies, tools, equipment? Obviously they might not be able to carry a huge amount, they're not dwarves, but...
No, but anything you can do, pickaxes, anything you can do to help get, you know, place up and running and hopefully expand sooner or later. So, look, it's been a pleasure, right? And I look forward to seeing you all again. And he turns and starts to head back out the door. And then, as he steps between the doorway,
Oh, you should probably wait for the...
I could just say, "Oh bloody hell!" and Gramras is upside down.
Good job, that's Owen. I like that.
It lasts 8 hours. I don't know if it would still be there, but
You only need to rest for 6, and you put it down just before you went to sleep, so it should last for another 2 hours.
I quite like this trap thing. It seems to work really well.
Excuse me, can you please get me down? I don't think I really enjoy
I'll
being
go
up
and
here.
support him.
Oh, thank you.
Can you not go underneath him and just go?
He's not.
Just wondering.
You could probably crouch underneath him, yeah.
Hi.
Look now, Bore. This isn't funny. I'm a dwarf. I have pride.
You're a king.
I'm a king. I'm a king. Oh,
That makes it
shit,
worse.
I'm a king.
yeah.
Let's
Get him
go
down
down, king.
quick before he banishes us from the kingdom.
This is true. We should probably not anger him.
So you get him down. He puts his hand on Selwyn's shoulder and goes, "Aye, it works, lad." Walks off with his head down.
We won't tell. We won't tell anyone.
So, are you guys gonna head off?
So are you joining us, Owen?
I would like to join you if you'd have me.
Always.
Oh,
Personal
think so.
gain.
I just think you'd want to be friends.
You have your uses, Owen. You have
Yeah,
your
so
uses.
you tell me very often how useful I am. I appreciate that.
Well, that trap was very good.
Yeah, it worked.
And my leg is superb.
Still holding up. Still could do with some improvements, but it'll do
Wow.
for now.
Yes. Something we can work on together.
Oric, have you got any flasks? Or would I have any flasks, I suppose?
You've got them in your inventory.
Flasks.
I'll come back. Yeah.
How many do you need?
I might have some in my inventory or something, but I don't know if I do. I've just got basic gear. No. Can't see any in there. Yeah, I was, well, couple? Handful? 10?
I have 5.
5?
I have
Well, I want to.
3.
Yeah, can you spare any?
Yeah. I have 3 enough for you.
3 would be great. Thanks.
Yes.
And then I would like to do some alchemist things. 'Cause that's what I do, among other things.
Now,
Yes, now.
Yeah.
I've just woke up from a long rest. It's the best time for me to do an alchemist thing. It's when I feel at my most alert.
So what would you like to make?
Well, I want to do a couple of things. I want to infuse the onyx stone
Mm-hmm.
again. Yeah.
To make your little servant. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would like to do an experimental elixir.
Okay.
Magic produce one experimental elixir each in. It says each in an empty flask you touch. So I need a flask. I'm guessing. So otherwise, yeah. How else would I do it? I suppose. I have to roll to see. what I
Yep.
can
So
do.
roll is a D6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Roll a D6 and see what you make. As he gets all his
But
alchemy tools out and he's
thinking around. So when you finish last year, each in an empty flask. Roll for each of those. Reduce up to 1. So I'm going to do a 1. Okay, so I'll do 1. And I have created. Oh, this is good. And I know what it is. It's not a mystery, is it?
No.
I've created an elixir.
The first one, yeah. The first one you roll, but you don't know what you're going to make.
Each roll for each. That's perfect. The first one I'm going to make, I don't know what
So
it is.
the first one you don't get to choose what it is, but you do know what it is.
Okay,
roll the dice
so
first.
roll. Yeah, it's a flight. Flight. This will make you fly. You never know, and this might be handy. I'll pop that in here.
In your bag. Yeah. No
I
problem.
want it on my person so I can use it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Get what you mean. Anything else with your artificery morning stuff?
Yeah. Infuse the onyx stone.
Yep.
To create the doodah. I need to find out how to add that on my inventory thing again.
So you see him messing around with his potions and all that kind of stuff, and he tells you that he's made potion flying basically, and then you see that he puts this he encases this onyx gem that kind of pulses purple as he's fixing. It doesn't start off pulsing purple, but as he's fixing it, and almost like a heartbeat, it comes to life. And then as it does, the onyx gem kind of transforms into like a cube, and you can see it just all its bits like moving out, coming back in, almost like fixing itself.
Cool. It works.
I think 6 would just be probably sort of like acting as impatient as somebody without emotions can do, but fascinated by what's happening, watching this thing we create.
You see that the small cube, once it's finished, it flies round Selwyn's head, and you see that it almost like does a backflip. Not that you know what I mean, but it just seems very happy that it is back alive and back around Selwyn.
As happy as a cube can be.
Happy as a cube can be.
Well, I could do one more.
What, make another cube?
I can do another infuse.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
No, I don't know if I can do 2 of those same thing. Don't know. That's a good
Can't
point.
do the same infusion more than once.
Okay, it's fine.
Or not do more than once at the same time. Sorry.
You
But you
guys can talk among yourselves if you want. Whilst I pick.
I'm just watching what you're doing.
Oh,
Quite interesting.
6 was fascinated about the cube, but if this is going to be alchemy based, probably not as fascinated.
Bobby, are you doing anything?
No, I'm just watching, like, come on, guys, let's go.
I see Sababi like this and I go, so where are we going?
Let's go and save some people.
So, are we saving the Bagman's people from the last town, or the people from the first town with the Goliaths?
Oh, I think we should go back to Ivor. Kind of miss
Okay.
Ivor.
So we're helping Ivor.
Yeah.
Sod the criminal and his people. Cool. Get it.
You found out with your other
criminal?
infusion? Oh, go on, Barrick.
I was just saying to 6, which criminal?
Wasn't he a criminal? The guy that was sitting in the room and we followed the people through the town to see. I
Which
don't remember
ones?
people's names.
Was it like which hunter? Was it the do you mean that one? The hunter?
Yeah, he was a hunter of
The witch hunter.
Arcane. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, he seemed like a criminal to me.
Whilst
do
you're
you
doing
guys
that,
wanna
then I'm going to infuse my boots.
Okay.
Boots of the winding path. Been working on this for some time. Be interested to know if it works this time.
And what do your boots of the winding path do?
If I can do it. It says prerequisite 6th level artificer. I don't know if I
You're
can do that.
not a 6th level, you're a 5th
Yeah.
level.
Never mind then. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't
At
matter.
5th level, I think you should have 4
Why does it
infusions.
show me
you know?
things I can't do? I want to show me things I can do.
You have to choose a certain number of infusions from the list.
Welcome to
Well, you-
Artificer, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The most
well,
complicated
you
of all
try-
classes.
You try to do your boots, and unfortunately, it doesn't work. But it's something we can look at. So you will start heading off. Are you going to head off towards Avenberg? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going down Big Red's Run, or are you going to just hightail it through the forest?
Big Red.
If you go
Probably
through,
safest,
if you go
isn't
through
it?
Big Red's Run, you're going to go back into Yargrin. Then you're going to go back onto Avenberg. If you want to just go to
We can
Avenberg,
cross country if we want to.
you can cross country if you want to. Yes.
What does everybody want to do? Do you want to go back to Yargrin and deal with the witch hunter person?
We should probably be okay just going through the woods.
Okay.
I think between us we should be able to find our way through well enough.
This is where Creeper was good.
Who's this Creeper? You guys.
Bye,
that
Creeper.
guy.
He was that dead
That
body.
guy.
Um.
We buried. Or I buried.
So what? So are you going to go through the woods? Are you?
Is that going to be a lot quicker to go through the woods?
Probably shave off half a day. Maybe. Depends if you get lost.
True. Do you guys want to risk it, or?
Yeah, I'm
Creeper
happy
was
to go the
teaching me.
fastest way.
I feel Boric seems very confident, so I'm happy to follow him.
Okay.
Who was teaching me some bits and pieces with kind of finding my way through places and stuff, so we should be okay between us.
I'll watch from the back.
No worries. So so got a semi walking order. Brilliant. Okay, so as you start to walk, make your journey. Hang on. As you head back outside, it is a cold but clear day. There is no rain, and you can hear the birds in the air. And you start making your way north towards Avenberg. Just get up my map. There we are. And about a couple of hours pass by, and so where are we here? Barefoot, Fort Moldar. Okay, yeah, so you go through yeah. Okay, yeah, at some point you will go back, you will join back up with Big Red's Run, but for now I would like whoever is leading the party to roll a survival check, please, to know which way you are going.
Be the turtle.
I'm guessing that's me.
Well, these woods are local to me, though. I'm used to this area, I would say.
Can help you keep an eye out if you want.
Yeah, I'll do
If you
that.
see anything that you recognise.
Yeah. You keep an eye out for the Copperbelly's pig or hog. Never know.
Idea.
So
So
roll
do you want to keep an eye out yourself, or do you want to help me keep an eye out?
I'll help you.
Okay. Well, one was a 4, but the other one was a 19.
Be
So
lucky,
that
lucky.
25.
He's very helpful.
25.
He helped me roll a 19 as well.
25. Okay.
What I do.
So you make your way into the woods and you continue forward. You feel pretty confident that you are going on the right track. You see in the middle of the woods, there is a hang on 1 second. Roll me a D100, Boric.
Ooh. These are always fun.
Blow the dust off it.
Let's find his D100 dice because we very rarely use them.
I love the fact he's like has to
Actually, my
actually go
D10 that I
hunting.
can't find.
D10.
33.
Ooh, ooh.
33. Okay. You see in the woods, you come across multiple in a very, very, very small little clearing. You can see that there is a burnt out fire pit full of tracks around, don't seem to lead anywhere yet. And there is on spikes encompassing the small camp area, there is a number of spikes with goblin heads rammed into them. And a sign that has been scribbled. Anyone speak Goblin?
Nope.
Selwyn?
I can.
Oh, you can. Okay. You read it and it says, traitors of Gikik.
Gicky.
Gik.
Gick. Gick. Would I have any knowledge of what gick is? How do
No.
you spell that, by the way?
Gik.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
What would you like to, are you doing anything or are you just continuing?
I'll tell the guys what. Mindset. Read it.
Well, Boric, do you want to investigate, or should we just ignore it?
We should probably ignore it for now. We tend to get sidetracked quite quickly. So we'll probably concentrate for this one. Might want to go a little bit quiet around here though, if possible.
I'm not good at that.
I say looking at 6.
I'll stay at the back and keep a lookout for some little goblins to bash.
Is your hammer still glowing?
No, it would have stopped by now. I would have stopped it glowing once we finished fighting.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it just continued until you turned it off again.
It
Make
does
glow now,
continue.
I can.
Huh?
I can make it glow now if you want.
Save it till you need it.
Okay.
Or you can glow it if you want, I don't mind.
Do I need the very dull light from it?
So you make your way for the remainder of the day through the forest onto the plains, and you make good progress. And night falls, and it is time possibly to make, unless you wish to continue on.
Can carry on or we can stop.
How far away do we think we are?
You think you've done a day's progress. You've probably got about another day and a half to go.
Should we stop?
Yeah, I don't think it's worth tiring ourselves out on the way back, because all that will happen is we'll get there. There'll be something to happen. We'll have to do something when we get there, more than likely. So we don't want to be tired out when that happens.
I will find a comfy area for me. I wrap myself up in my blanket, and I turn around to Selwyn and ask do you need any food? Are you hungry?
Got a little bit on me, but that's the point. I don't think I've seen you eat yet, have I?
I don't eat. But I have food for those that do, if you need it.
Oh, thank you. I haven't got many rations, so yeah, that'd be great.
I'll hand him a ration.
Oh, by the way, Selwyn, if we go to sleep now, can
Yeah.
your little servant keep watch and then alert
Um,
you if anyone checks anything?
Not something I've tried yet. It obeys my commands, so I could ask it. I could tell it to keep an eye out.
Just thinking if that can take the watch for the night, then we can all sleep.
I would
Probably.
think that taking watches might be safer.
It needs to have an alarm on it.
A little bell. I could design a little bell for it.
I can take first watch if you would all like to rest.
Happy with that?
Yeah, my little legs are
Yeah.
hurting, so
Long walk. So,
yeah.
you all settle down, set up a campfire, have some food, a little bit of a chinwag, and what's the order of watches?
I'll take the first one.
I'll go second.
Guess I'll go third.
I'll go whenever.
Okay. So, Selwyn, Sababi, and Boric set up their tents and their sleeping bags, and they settle off to sleep for the evening. 6, roll me a perception check.
Do we have a campfire going?
You do.
Dirty 20.
Okay, not a problem. The small, the moonlight, because it's a nice, nearly full moon, and the moonlight shining down upon the area is suddenly stamped out, basically, and you look up instantly and notice quite quickly that there is a large dragon-shaped form circling certain areas, one of them being where you are.
Don't move. Because I know as soon as I do, I'll make a noise, but I'll just watch its movements.
Okay.
And then I'm guessing it flies off at some point.
I'm going to roll a perception check.
Because we've got a fire. Hang on. Would I know to stamp out the fire? Who knows? That would just throw some dirt on it with my foot, but I don't know if 6 would.
Okay. So
She thinks it's a large thing. I don't know if she'd know that it'd be a threat or anything.
So within about a minute and a half, you can see that this dragon is coming closer and closer. The ginormous wingspan, you can now see the legs that are curled underneath are starting to come forward to land.
Are we in a very wooded area?
No, you're on the plains.
Okay. I wake everyone up. I go, there's a big thing. I've heard stories of a dragon. Think it might be one. Really big. It's landing.
You've seen dragons. You've seen 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have seen dragons.
And
it's landing. It's big. Does it look like the one that's the blue dragon?
it's a green dragon. You're on about the one from Avenberg, yeah.
It's been a long week. Is it a green dragon?
It was a green adult dragon. Yes.
The one that's landing.
The one. Roll a perception check.
It's cocked. 17.
17. Okay. So, you notice that this large creature is coming towards you, and as it gets closer, you can see that there is slight greenish tint to the scales. As it beats its wings, as it gets closer, probably about 40 foot away from you, it lands on the floor with a big thud, and you can feel the earth shaking. And you can see that this dragon has thick and large, like not antler horns, but they kind of spike out, and a big what's it called, like trail going from the top of its head all the way down to its back. And this does look like the dragon that you seen before. As it lands, and you can see that the poisonous gas within its mouth is like pluming out of the sides of its more large giant claws dig into the floor. And as it beats its wings and lands, the tents of your camp fly open off the floor, and you haven't put the fire out already. It's already it gets put out by the wind, and you are now all very exposed in front of it, and he just slowly, one foot in front of the other, starts to make his way closer.
I say gross. My lights up.
Not a problem.
I say run, and I run away.
Where are you running to?
Away.
From the
Away
dragon?
from a massive dragon.
Okay.
I want to fight the dragon.
I don't want to fight the dragon either, but this is a dragon we know.
Like the dragon, you know.
It's a dragon we know.
There you are, little insects. You've made my life hell this couple of days,
How?
trying to find your worthless bodies. Finally, I've caught up with you.
We were actually on our way back to find you, so...
Once them pages.
You have a master.
Gideon,
No, the wizard man.
No, I understand. I understand. I'm just wondering why.
Like any rock or mound or anything here.
Roll a perception. Roll a perception check.
I'd sort of be like,
That
I'd sort of
one's
be
like, holy
peeking.
shit!
Running backwards and forwards, going shit.
Do you want me to dig you a hole?
Roll a perception check.
It's a babby with her claws.
Is 19.
19. Yeah, you find a large tree stump that's been like on the floor. And
I'd like to hide behind that and
you just dive behind the tree stump. Roll a stealth check.
Oh, nice. 21.
21. You're gone. You're gone.
I am a stump.
He's in it.
As he looks at you, you can see his large black talons and his huge maw leaning in towards you. Smoke still blooming outwards. You can smell the heavy aroma of poison. If there is an aroma to poison, but there's definitely a smell to this. Give me the pages. This can be all over.
Really not sure what it is you're talking about.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage.
9 in total.
9 in total. I felt them pages, you worthless worm. Give them to me.
I'm still figuring how something as powerful as yourself has a master.
My needs. You see his very slender body and his crest that goes all the way back just quivers.
What are you getting from this if your life has been made hell by the wizard for 2 days?
No, my life has been made hell by you, but not delivering them pages instantly.
But why?
What's he done to you?
He has done nothing. He has vision.
But he's the one that wants the paper.
What do you get from this? That's what I'm trying to figure out, is you have a master. What do you get from this? He sent you out
Freedom
to find
for
us,
dragonkind.
and you need him to do that? Just a question.
If we're that insignificant, then how is your life hell? Surely that makes us significant.
She's to gobble every single one of you up now. My master is generous. Does not want to harm you. His goals are bigger than any of you.
Does he know
So
what
his
our
goal
goals
is to help you free dragons.
Yeah.
Why can't you do that yourself?
Don't
Is he a dragon?
question me. Just give me just.
I'm not questioning you, I'm questioning your master. The one who controls you.
Can you not take the pages from us? Do we have to give you them? So you're not allowed to just take them.
This does not come across the way. If this does not come across Publicly. That is something that I can certainly do. You seem to have your back against the wall.
A big field.
Get smarmy with me.
So you can't take the pages.
Oh,
and
I
you can't
can.
hold-
I don't think he can because if he could, he would have done it already.
I'm just trying to figure out why he has a master.
There's got to
Tea?
be some sort of cap.
Did we ever catch a name for you? Your leader who's going to free all the dragons, has he ever named you? Could we ask it?
Give me the pages and I shall answer. This is me being nice.
I met another like you. She was not as nice. Well, she was. She helped us.
Give them me.
She was also green. So, as we said, we're on our way back to Avenberg now. And we can deliver them to save you having to carry them.
Have many people been killed in Avenberg since we've been gone?
Dips her head. And she's really trying to hold things back. Really. She doesn't answer your question.
Could we get a lift back?
I'd like everyone to
so
roll a
gonna die in a
dexterity
minute.
saving throw, please.
Except me.
Except
No, even you.
Selwyn.
I have no deck, so I'm gonna die, everyone. You'll just see this melted thing in the corner.
I tried to play nice.
I understand, but the person with the papers is asking questions, and Six doesn't care.
Selwyn doesn't need one. Zababi, what did you get?
23.
Oh no, it's a Constitution saving throw, please, not a Dexterity saving throw.
Should I roll my dice again then? Or?
You just use a dice and then add your Constitution.
That'd be 16.
16.
Yeah.
Fail. Boric.
Oh!
23.
What was that? Sorry.
23.
Pass. 6.
19.
19. Pass. Right. So. I'm just gonna need a dice roll for this.
Oh, that's not a good sign. This is a TPK, everyone.
Number of dice. Number of sides.
Hang on, it's poison.
It is poison. Okay.
I'm resistant.
Okay. So, Babby, are you resistant to any poison damage? Do you have
No.
any abilities that
Vision.
allow you to dodge a cone effect?
I don't know. I've got uncanny dodge, but I don't know if it's a cone effect.
What does that do?
Uh,
Just read it so you know.
When
Do you have
an
evasion now?
attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you
Nope.
can use your reaction.
What
to
about
pop.
evasion?
Oh, okay.
Do you have evasion yet?
No.
Because that's area effect.
You should do. Or is that level 6 evasion?
I don't have it anyway.
Is it not in your skills? No?
No, it's not. Not
Okay.
here.
You take 51 points of damage.
Oh my god!
That's not double your actual HP, is it?
No.
That's okay.
51 damage. Oh my god.
Boric, are you resistant to poison damage?
Not in any way at all.
But you did pass your Constitution saving throw, so you take 25 points of damage. 6. You have got poison resistance, yeah? And you succeeded in your Constitution, so that's 25, 24. Take 12 points of poison damage. You see, as you all start to cough, your lungs are filled up with this poisonous gas. Some of you manage to stave most of it off as you are filled up into a big ball, coughing and spluttering as this poison gas just engulfs all of you in this 60-foot cone. You see Zababi just cough and fall. And obviously, you both are quite well, 6 is semi-hurt, Boric is a little bit hurt, mostly hurt. That was your warning.
Do you have to take them? I'm going to guess because of this. As I cast Cure. Oh, it's like a touch. How far away from me is the babby?
5 foot. You can get to her.
So as I walk over, crouch, and give her 5 healing hands.
You can see that the sack that is underneath this green dragon's neck fills up once more. Not that it doesn't look like it's gonna attack. It just
Refilling.
refilled. Yeah.
So you have to take it back?
Enough with the questions. Hand it over.
I just look at Boric.
What do you do, Boric? He's thinking intently.
I just say, she'll take them anyway. If you have them, give them. Otherwise, she'll kill you and take it. If he doesn't make a move, I'll head over to him.
No, fine. I'll go across. What? I'll go up to her. Her.
It is a her, yes.
You say it calls to you. That's how you found us.
From what you can get from the conversation, right, and if you remember back to the actual scene in the inn, yes, that when she was disguised as Avenberg, she had pages on her that was magically trying to attach themselves to each other. Yeah, so that's where she got the feeling, and you got the feeling from that. Huh?
Oh, sorry, no, go on.
And
Sorry.
from what she said and from what you get, she has been searching for you, not with any, not with no magical means, but you know what I mean. She's had to.
Can I feel the same with her now?
No.
The pages trying to. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out half of the pages.
They're bound.
I thought they were.
They're not.
I thought
They're
they
not
were
free loose. No, no. They've got like the stitching that once was in a cover. Yeah. So you know when you get a book and you rip it open and you've still got the pages with that. Yeah. So it's basically like that.
Okay.
It's like a bound section within a bound book.
Yeah.
Could I try a sleight of hand to try and cut some of the paper loose in the bag?
Go for
Definitely trying to get
it.
us all killed.
Yeah.
Give it a fucking whirl.
Definitely trying to get us all killed.
19 total.
Dragon.
Perception.
Can't see what I'm doing. Hand in bag.
Yeah. Has blind sight, but that's not. Hang on. I'm just again.
So do
rules. Again, rules. Hang on. Blind sight. I think that's more of a thing. Monsters with blind sight can perceive all its surroundings without relying on sight within a specific radius. Creatures without eyes are going to. There's monsters
More of
natural.
like a...
It's more of a smell or a sense or a yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
more of like an
General-
invisibility
Okay.
detection
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. Well, I will still roll a perception check to
Mhm.
see if which is plus 12.
Might roll a 1.
Didn't roll an 8. Got a 20.
That's fair.
You're testing me again. All of them. And her head starts to rear back.
I'll take them out. I'll throw them. Just away from us.
They probably go about 10 feet as the pages, which are not easy to fly across the room, kind of, you know what I mean, don't you? When you try and throw a book and it doesn't quite go to plan.
It sometimes comes back at you.
I'm gonna throw them as hard as I can.
Okay. How far would you like them to?
I've got strength 16, so as far as I can.
They go a substantial distance. He turns, growls.
Take them back to your master.
Picks them up in one of her claws. And beats her wings. Flies off. Unless anyone wants to do anything else.
No.
Run and jump on a tail.
Do you?
No.
Okay. I just thought I'd make sure.
I say Grost again to turn the hammer off
Okay. And
help Sababi to her feet.
I've got 5 health now.
yes.
Yeah.
You
and
see-
also neutralised any poison effects that might be on you, just to say.
You see Selwyn pop his head over the top of the thing. Over the top of the trunk.
Yeah.
And
Still want to travel with us?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
now.
probably should have mentioned that.
What was that?
Although
all
we
about?
didn't know that it was going to be chasing us.
Just a friend we've made along the way.
Yeah, we're lovely,
friendly.
lovely friends.
So,
It's interesting.
yeah.
What did it
Look
want with the
around.
papers?
What was that, Selwyn?
What did it want? What was it? What was the thing with the deal with the papers?
Warwick?
From what we've been able to figure out, it's obviously a book, but no one we knew could read it. And it's that worm's masters. I'm still trying to figure out how something that self-important has a master and allows itself to have a master.
I've never seen a dragon that close before.
We've seen a couple.
We've seen a couple local to here, actually. There's that one, and then there's another green one that lives in a cave.
So you all do seem a bit blasé about the whole thing.
Oh no, I'm scared. I was
I'm
trying to
annoyed.
figure out a way to not have to do that, and I couldn't think of anything.
I could tell that from the long pause.
Oh,
all that D&D experience going through your head like, oh, what can I do?
Like, I'm just gonna run away. We weren't in the middle of a fucking field. Could have been playing hide and seek with the dragon all night.
I will, while he's been explaining, retrieve the tents.
So
Set them back up.
who actually had tents that they could hitch up? Was it Zababi and Boric? Yeah.
Yeah.
Zababi, roll a
I think I have
d20.
One sec, let me just.
See if you can find your tent.
So I've got my
No,
best.
not see if you can find it. See if it's destroyed.
Oh, I don't think I did. I was sharing someone else's. I've only got bedroll.
Okay. So, Boric, you had a tent, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a d20 for me.
17.
17. It's
I've been rolling all right tonight.
luckily intact.
Oh, I had a tent. Maybe I gave that to Zababi. So.
There you go. Roll a
I think-
d20 then. I'm assuming
I
you'd
think
have
you and
pitched them all.
Sababi had a tent, and
Yeah.
me and Krupa had a tent.
Zababi can roll. She generally rolls better than I do.
What am I rolling for?
Just
Sorry.
a d20.
15.
50. Yeah. It's a little battered, but it's
It'll work.
usable. Yes. Quite easily usable.
I'll re-set up a camp for people while they're chatting.
Camp is set up, and you all try and get the best sleep you can with the thoughts of the recent encounter looming
Is this just
in
a
your
short
brain.
rest?
No, it's a long rest.
Whose tent can I go in, please?
Point to mine, it's fine. Are we still going to get a long rest?
Yes, this was right at the beginning. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, might take an extra 20 minutes, but it's nothing crazy. Okay, so for the sake of time and for the sake of other stuff, you finish your long rest quite easily, but we're going to go for a short break, and when we come back, I want you to roll Constitution saving throws for your night's sleep. Because, all right, so we will be back in about 10 minutes' time, guys. Got to put Little into bed and all that kind of jazz. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for staying tuned, and we will be back momentarily. Bye. Hello guys, welcome back, and we are just finishing a long rest. We're still waiting on a Boric, but I'm sure he'll be back momentarily. And yes, so I would like everyone to roll Constitution saving throws, please, for your rest, to see if it's adequate enough. Selwyn?
It is pretty good, I think. 23.
Yeah, you're fine, not a problem. Zababi?
15.
Yeah, you're fine. We'll get Boric's in a minute. And 6?
19.
19, you're absolutely fine. Hello, Boric.
Hello.
Hello.
Apologies.
Could you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I can indeed. 12. Earthball there.
Yes, you're fine. Because you've got a tent and because you've got a bag, it lowers and higher the DC. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so you're all okay. You don't suffer any levels of exhaustion, and you continue along your way. Unless you'd like, while you're packing up, if you'd like to talk about anything.
What's the?
Go on.
No, you first.
So should we not bother any dragons today? That'd be good.
To be frank, we didn't bother it. It bothered us while we were sleeping.
You know what I mean. And I'll
Not-
So as I'm doing it, I'll sling me fly elixir, empty it because it doesn't last longer than a rest. I'll create another one.
The only issue I have with the dragon thing is the dragon's where we're going, Selwyn.
There'll be more trees you can hide in there.
We need to get back quick. It's already going to be there by now.
Well, what's the plan?
We plan at dawn.
I do. Are we just getting the villagers out as our original plan?
I don't know what else we can do. That's why we're trying to not have it get the book for Gideon, but
So the plan doesn't change with the pages. That's fine.
we'll stick with the plan for getting the people out, and then we'll wing it for the pages and see what happens when we get there. We may walk back and it'll be nothing left. I don't know yet.
It's more that, you know, other things to do.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
See me sort of tinkering away with me flasks again.
What did you get today?
Little Bunsen burner. And I'm like, same as yesterday.
Flying, all flying.
I need what's the word? You know, wizards get a arcane
focus?
Yeah, yeah. I need a focus for alchemy. So I was thinking of maybe a like a bracelet thing, but with a stopper for like the flask, like a mixing stopper, but like a, but it won't be just like a cork. It'll be maybe a bit more to it than that.
Like what the ones people put in wine, it's like made out of glass
Yeah, like a
or
bit more
something.
fancy,
Yeah.
a bit more fancy looking, yeah. And that could be my focus because I can still I'll hold it in the hand. That way, my hand is used. You know, and I'll have a free hand.
Not a problem. So you continue your journey. And nothing seems to happen until you can see on the horizon the town of Avenberg. As you get within about a quarter of a day walk, the air is exceedingly cold. Exceedingly cold to the point that you are all physically shivering. Or not being able to function properly, possibly. And you get the feeling that you should really try and take some form of measures to help with this ever-dropping temperature.
Can I fashion some sort of wrap out of my blanket to help?
Okay, so you can use your blanket, and you will have to hold your blanket.
That's
Okay.
fine.
You need shelter.
Not necessarily shelter. There are clothes and there are items you can acquire that
Where from?
shops normally.
Yeah. Where are we?
Didn't go to the
One
shops.
We know where there
We
is
need
a shop.
shelter.
We know
The
there's
tree
not
stump's not far from here.
about a quarter of a day that way.
We scoped through a very good shop.
Yes.
I have like very, very basic stuff on me, so any of you guys got anything that can help me shelter from the cold would be greatly appreciated.
I hand investments that I have, or would I be wearing them?
I know you wear the vestments.
I'm quite hairy though. Won't I have my own
No.
kind of like, warmth going on?
No. You're used to the warm climate.
Built for the tropics.
Hmm.
Well, unless we make something out of the natural materials around us, I think we need to keep going to town.
Well, are we going now?
Only gonna
A
get
second.
worse the longer we stay
Yeah.
still for.
Fine. I won't infuse this then. I'll start packing this stuff up.
Oh no, I think we've already carried on walking since the point where you were infusing stuff.
I had packed stuff up already then.
That was like the best part of a day ago.
Cold's really affecting you,
Walking along,
Simon.
we're still going.
I'm confused. I thought we just had a long rest.
Yeah, but unless you literally want me to,
No, so we.
and then you said you rolled exactly the same again for your potion of flying,
Yeah.
and then I said
Yeah.
we carried on.
So,
Unless there was something you wanted to do back there that is not influenced by what has just happened here.
no, I just wanted to infuse. Infuse my light hammer. I don't know if you can infuse an enchantment. No, it has to be, no, it's magical. It won't work. It has to be non-magical. I'm learning.
Hey!
Another
We'll all
further
know
piece.
by the end.
So are you're heading towards town, yeah? Just so I've got this. As you
What's the land like here? Is it
So
woodland?
the land is flat. It's still plains, coming from the south. Towards the north of Avenberg, there is a stream, and there is a road that comes in from the north and exits through the south. Yeah. And there's a stream and a few trees around. It's not in the forest, no, but it's close. It's close to the border of it.
So when we came from Ivor's
Yeah.
house, we came through the woods. That was from the north east, was it?
Yeah,
Northeast.
northeast-ish. Yeah.
Okay, so we'd have to get past Avenberg to get back into a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm thinking, look, if there's any way to kind of get some cover on the way in.
There's trees around, but they're not. It's not a forest. Do you get what I mean?
Okay. Can we see Big Red's run from here?
You're on Big Red Run.
Oh, so we've rejoined.
Mm-hmm.
We've rejoined Big Red's run
Yeah.
now, have we? Okay. I get you.
But you've joined the most northern part of it, which is there's less real activity that goes on there. Not saying none, just less.
I think the best thing we can probably do at this point is to get there as quick as possible, so there's less chance of anything spotting us. So rather than just a strolling pace, if we pick up the pace a little bit and
I'm gonna start jogging.
yeah, just don't tire yourselves out.
No, you can run a number of hours equal to your Constitution modifier. I think it is. I don't think it's minutes. I think it's hours.
Ooh,
Okay.
I think
3.
it is. Let me just have a look. Pace.
It's like Lord of the Rings. They just ran for like 6 days straight. It's not normal.
Travel pace.
Mm-hmm. Why does it never just give you like just go boop? There it is.
If you go on to D&D Beyond,
Yeah,
just at the top type in pace,
That's
and
what
then it's special travel pace.
yeah. Where about? I'm looking at that. I couldn't seem to find it. Da, 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 da.
Fast pace increase the rate of travel by 1/3.
Okay. But it doesn't tell you that you have to roll a con save after 3 hours or anything like that, no?
No, that's true. No.
Okay, cool. So you're fine. Yeah. So you start to run, but you do have a -5 on perception. And you coming into the south, you can see, as you make your way there, you do come into some sets of trees that could cover you as you get closer and closer and closer. You have to go up onto like very, very small hills. Like they're not hills, but they're just raised areas. This is your choice. You can, as you're getting closer and closer and closer, sorry, you can see that the sky is abnormally, hang on, an abnormally color of blue, almost white, frosty, yeah. And it's extremely cold around here. And you can come either, you've got Big Red Run in the middle, and you can either go to the left of it, up an embankment, into some trees, or you can go to the right of it, up into an embankment, some trees. If that's the way you want to go, or you can march straight into town.
Where's Albert's shop? Because that was on the outskirts, wasn't it?
It was. Albert's shop is to the left-hand side when you came down. So, yeah. Sorry.
On our right as we're heading back.
So be on your right as you're heading back. Yeah.
Should we aim for Albert's shop?
Yeah, can do.
Okay.
I think that's gives us a bit of a chance to maybe sneak through to where everyone's holding out.
So you head to the right-hand side of Avenberg, and you come to the somewhat the edge of the tree line, and you stop and you have a look around. In this area, there's probably about 6 or 7 different buildings. You know which one of them is Albert's, and you can probably see, well, you see that a number of the buildings that once were there are now not destroyed completely, but like the windows are smashed in, the windows have been boarded up, the doors have been knocked off, the doors have been boarded up. You can see from a couple of houses that are closest to you, and just from the general perception of what you can see, there's probably about 15 Goliaths wandering around just this area alone. And you can see, as of when you came, when the rift got opened and they came through, you could see that there was only a splattering of these Goliaths that had the paler blue skin. You can see now that it's probably a 2-to-1 ratio, whereas before it was 1-to-5 ratio.
There's a lot more of them.
There are a lot more of them.
Is there? Sorry, just to get the ratios right. Is there more of the pale-skinned ones than there is of the blue-skinned ones?
No, there's more. So Goliaths are normally grey, but these are white, whitish blue Goliaths.
Okay,
And
two grey ones for every whitish blue one.
No, other way around. There's 2 whitish ones.
Oh, okay.
So whereas before there was more grey, now there's more blue. And you can everyone roll me a perception check as you look and you see a couple of these Goliaths.
Nope.
22.
Okay.
Rolled another 19.
Sababi?
16.
Okay, Selwyn?
8.
Okay, Sababi, Selwyn, you are completely distracted by the fact of these Goliaths that you've never seen before that are blue. 6 is too
I've got a
busy
7.
thinking, thinking about smashing them in the head. But you,
I'm just looking at my axe and looking at them.
Boric and Sababi, you actually take your time and look at what you see in front of you, and you can see that their bodies look larger. They, in a weird way, they look more muscular but more gaunt at the same time. So it's as if their skin is like transparent and really close to the muscle. Yeah?
So loads of muscle, no body fat.
Yeah, but roll the guys who received it, if any of you are proficient in medicine, or nature. Any of you?
Yeah.
No.
I am in nature.
You are in nature. Okay. Roll and you were with them before. So, roll a nature check with advantage.
22.
So yeah, brilliant. You've seen them like this before, although fewer in number. When they were in the small clan that had captured you, and the ones that wear this bluish colour would quite often have to go to what was called the feeding pits, where they gathered all their slaves up. They would, from what you've seen, would extract the life essence from the slave, or the captured being, which would then regenerate there. Fuck. Sorry, excuse my language. Drop my d20. Scared the life out of me.
You rolled.
I don't know, I
What did you
couldn't see. It was off the table anyway, it doesn't count.
He's busy shitting himself, apparently.
Um,
I've rolled a dice.
I got to roll 16 of them before.
You didn't, though, did you?
No. Still counts, damn it. So yeah.
Haven't done that for a while.
So, what would you like to do with this information, Zababi?
I'll tell the others about it.
Okay. What you two also notice is that their weapons and their armor, if they hold any, even if it's just like hide armor, is melded with this kind of ice around them.
Reminiscent of my hammer.
No, because you can freely wield your hammer.
Okay, but theirs is fused to them then.
So like, okay, so you see one that's walking around with a with large club, yeah. So as he holds the hilt, there's like ice shards that like very Wolverine-y like come out and wrap around his whole hand, and then little bits off the side kind of like come up slightly up the shaft.
It's the fact that you giggled before anyone
Yeah, because I couldn't think
A
of
shaft.
another word.
else. Up the club, you could have just said.
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
It's a haft.
You know,
It sounds
before you
perfect.
said about that I've seen them before when I was captured.
Mhm.
Would I have heard anything while I was there to what might have made them like this or anything like that? Like picked up anything?
No. No. It's not something that they would just go around spouting. But you do remember. Roll me a recollection of events roll, which is
History.
History, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. 4.
4. Yep, not a clue. They were all best buddies. Yeah, and you can see about 15 of them around.
Well, we definitely don't want to get close to those ones.
Just so you know, Six, again, I was having a look the other day, you know your integrated armor?
Mm-hmm.
If you have another piece of armor that you can don and doff, you can integrate that armor into your body.
Yeah, but I have to sort of like change it the same way anybody would do with their armor, but I have to spend time to do it.
You have to spend an hour to doff it, and then you have to spend another hour
so
to
it'll
dawn
be 2
it.
hours to change.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because we looked at the shield last week, didn't we, that wouldn't have helped me in any way, shape, or form because of what I've already got.
I don't think you can do that with shields, but I think you can do it with
Yeah,
armor.
that was it. It's shields. I can with armor, but I've already got like chainmail on.
Yeah, I'm just thinking when you need to, and I'm not saying you should do this in the middle of a battle, but just when you are maybe trying to stealth around, yes, your AC would drop dramatically.
It's a new one.
Drastically and dramatically at the same time.
I could take it off.
Yeah.
But I feel that could be quite disturbing for those around me.
Hide behind a tree, you'll be alright.
In the sense of what would then be on show. I feel that the others have seen quite a bit, or like with how much damage I've taken. But Selwyn, on the other hand, is probably going to freak out a little. But yeah, it is an idea if we're trying to go somewhere. But then obviously my AC would
drop.
Shocking.
Yes, it would. But it might be something.
Yeah, it's something to consider. Thanks, because I never thought about that for stealthing on like long distances as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, thanks.
No worries. So what would you guys like to do? Is you stand on this tree line, and view what I've just described.
So we can see Alva's house that we came through.
You know where it is. You'd have to a little bit, but you know where it is.
Okay.
Probably about 5 minutes from where you are.
Should we go that way first? Sorry?
I think it's better to try that than to just go wandering straight into the middle of town.
If we stay back as well, they're less likely to see us.
And we could stay here for a bit and see if we can see if there's any kind of particular routes that are walking or anything.
If you want to. What I would suggest from previous experiences, get to the infiltration point that we're aiming for, and then send in the quiet one to lay the route for us, and then we follow behind with the inventory. Me.
Could do.
So,
Should we just make a try for it now then?
well, no, so we need to head to where we're going first. We're not going in here. We've got to go around to where Alva's is.
Is this the only cover that we've got?
There's tiny bits of cover that you could dart to and from to get. You're probably about 30 seconds to... Well, no, you're probably about a minute away from the actual start of the houses. There's a few little bits that you could hide behind along your route. But there are Goliaths in vicinity.
Can we camouflage ourselves?
I'm intrigued.
As Goliaths.
Do any of you have disguise kits? Or
Course
not look
not.
like a giant robot?
That's like, I'm kind of shiny-ish.
Try.
The sun hits me, it's blinding.
Can I just say though, because we gave the pages up, would they still attack us though?
Mhm.
Didn't they say that they would leave if we gave the pages up? They would leave the town.
I think the
Don't
wizard and the
think that's
dragon
possible.
leave. I don't think the Goliaths leave. They have somewhere now.
Stick with the plan then.
So try and sneak around to Alva's and go through.
Are you going straight away, or are you going to do what Boric says and wait and see if there's a path?
He sounds sensible.
How long would you like to wait?
Sit and watch. I don't want to wait for too long. Maybe how does half an hour sound?
No worries. So
No problem.
roll a
Asking the guys as well. So
We can do. If you think that's best.
Yeah,
oh,
is
no,
it
that's
still?
what I'm asking.
Is it round about midday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a half hour.
Go and get food.
You could wait around till nightfall.
What would you like to do? Would you like to wait till it's dark and then we can watch them move around for a whole afternoon? Although I'm not very good at seeing in the dark. I just have to follow in your footsteps, as it were.
There's a better chance of hiding in the dark though.
Yeah, less things for me to look shiny in. Should we do that then?
You got your blanket over you.
That would help, yeah.
Wait
My
till dusk.
trusted blanket.
Yeah.
So nighttime, wait till just after dusk.
So everyone roll me a perception check to see what has happened throughout this evening or this afternoon.
Perception. Ooh.
Selling?
Or
Oh, wow. Babby? Still
15.
petrified of the Goliaths. You just don't know what's going on. To Babby?
15.
Okay. Boric?
19.
6.
I'm rolling really well tonight.
21!
Nice. Okay. So,
Nice.
I
you,
won!
not only do you notice that Selwyn is looking quite terrified at this whole endeavour, you see that from a number of the ramshackled houses now, the broken houses now, that every now and then you can see like a light flicker, and then momentarily after that light flickers, you can see another light, maybe streak down, that can still see that light kind of this.
Does it seem to look like it's some sort of messaging system?
Yes.
I point it out to the others and inform them. Does it look like any sort of code that I might be able to interpret? I've got an afternoon.
Okay, if anyone that now knows this wants to roll a perception check, then you can do so.
Oh, not so good.
Too good at that one. 10.
Okay, so Selwyn,
I did a 13 as well.
14.
14, good. Zababi,
7.
Boric?
10.
6.
13.
13. Okay, Selwyn and 6. You notice that only on the certain lights that you can see, but you notice that when the area almost looks clear from these Goliaths, the light will go off. You don't notice anything else that might happen.
While Selwyn and I are sort of watching this happening and determining that this seems to be the case, I'll give him a brief rundown as to what's going on that we know of, and in the very matter-of-fact, direct way that Six does. Went to investigate a murder. Guy I thought it was turned into a dragon. Wizard arrived. Goliaths arrived. Sacrificing people. Now they're here.
Escalated somewhat.
Yes. Looks like the townsfolk, though, have got themselves shored up and communicating effectively.
Good.
So we just need to get them out. At least we now know where we can go, because there'll be no Goliaths if there's no lights.
So, the evening comes in, and you decide to make your way into town. I'd like everyone to roll stealth checks for me with advantage. Because 1, it's night, and 2, you are following this pattern, I assume.
Yeah, and we'll only go to areas where there's no lights on.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
I was going to say, I now have a really bizarre ability that I can see in the dark as well. So I will help one of the people who can't, and ask Sababi to do the same.
Cocked.
You are already doing your own check, so you won't be able to impose advantage on anyone. You've already got advantage anyway.
Oh, yeah, but it's more for kind of just reason.
Thematic.
Reasoning reasons. Yeah.
So Selwyn, what was your stat?
22.
Oof. Sababi.
28.
Oh.
Thought mine was good.
It's very good. Boric.
14.
Not bad. And 6.
9.
9. Okay. Okay. Well, 3 of you passed out of the one. Out of the group check.
I don't know what we're expecting.
And you make your way into town, following the lights. And now that you can see in town, like I said before, so like the majority of the windows have been smashed in. It looks very decrepit. Like the walls have been knocked over that were there. I don't mean the walls of the houses. I mean like the gardens and all that kind of stuff. You can see that there are dead animals on the floor that look to have been eaten. Some are like carved up a little bit and eaten. And you pass a shop that was once the as you look in was once the forge, or one of the forges in this town, and you can see that it's been absolutely ransacked. Everything's been turned over and destroyed, but you continue to make your way round these houses, following the lights and keeping an eye out and an ear out. And you finally make your way to the back door. No, the front door, because it's never back door. The front door of Albert's shop and home.
Is it unlocked?
You try and open the door. It is locked, sorry. Not open.
I'll try and the door.
Okay. So you roll me a thieves' tools check, please.
How do I roll thieves?
So it's your dexterity plus your proficiency because you doubled because you've got expertise and a d20.
Okay. Dexterity, what? Sorry, doubled.
Dexterity, your proficiency doubled.
Okay.
And a d20.
22.
22. With great ease, you unlock the normal lock, and the door is, from what you can tell, opened.
Before you open it though, check to see if there's any traps.
Good plan. Trying to see if the door's trapped.
Roll an investigation check.
I never learned, do I?
Lightning bolt!
12.
12, okay. From what you can tell, it is not trapped.
Okay, I'll try push the
let
door
let me just check. Here we go. Yeah, it's not trapped. You're going to push the door open.
Yeah.
As you push the door open, you hear a little snap
Oh no.
of what seems to be a seal or bit of material that's holding this together. I would like you to roll a d6.
4.
4. Okay. You instantly feel confused, disorientated, and you've lost the ability to fire, use your martial skills correctly. You take a -10 penalty to attack rolls.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's like negative.
Oh my god. I blame Barak for this.
Why? Because he got you to check?
Check
Yeah.
if there was any traps. It's not my fault you didn't spot it.
The room inside is dark, although you can see in, those with dark vision. You can see that this shop has been somewhat ransacked. Shelves that were once there have been knocked over, and there's no items on the shelves themselves. Shit.
Have you lost it now?
That's got an adventure, that is.
The sort of thing my dice don't do is have adventures.
Go on, carry on. What would you like to do?
Can somebody just see if he's around? Like, do we see that anything's wrong with Sababi? Does she seem... Wow, that did go far. Other side of the room.
Pretty much, it was halfway across my room, yeah.
Let's go in first.
Okay, how does Sababi appear?
On the outside, nothing.
normal.
Nothing, yeah.
But did we hear like a click or a hiss?
You
or
would have heard a
something?
click, yes.
Okay.
And as
So-
as you walk in, as everyone walks in, you can see that there is a piece of rope hanging on the inside of the door frame.
Mhm.
And as you go in and you look on the other side of the door frame, there is another piece of rope, but there is there is like a seal that connected them both that is now snapped.
So you didn't find that trap then, Sababi?
So am I just completely confused? Like I don't even know where I am.
No, it's only you've forgotten a bit of your.
So I just can't shoot properly.
Yeah, your attack rolls are at -10.
Right, let's see if we can find Alva.
It was just one floor in this building, wasn't it?
Yes. I can remember.
Yeah.
Go in, close the door.
You slowly close the door.
And it's completely dark. Are there any other houses that have got lights on?
Not at the moment, no.
Full on lights on, okay. Alva! I whisper loudly.
Gotta remember his voice now.
Alva!
I remember it, don't worry, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it not loudly and boldly and do it in a whispery voice. It's quite difficult. Yeah. Is it?
6. And the others -1 +1.
My friends, my friends. Need to go closer to my mic.
Hello.
And you see from behind the counter, you see Albert with his short sword. And he's like, come.
I go over.
I need to lock your door again.
I'm so sorry. Did that happen to you?
What happened to what?
It is a trap that causes a bit of memory loss.
Oh.
Can you fix me?
Oh.
A certain cleric skills can. I am not a cleric.
Don't have any of those.
No, you're not found a cleric yet.
Hello, by the way.
Well, you are not a Goliath.
No, this is Selwyn.
Hello. I'm Albert, and I wish I could have met you in better circumstances.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Salwyn, and I'll take off my worker glove sort of thing to shake his hand. Attempt to shake his hand.
And he shakes your hand. Where is the dragonborn?
Dead.
Oh,
He didn't make it.
that is very sad.
He left some definitely unanswered questions, and we've not figured out a way to get a conversation with him yet.
Turns out he's a bit of a traitor.
Well, I cannot judge about shady dealings.
No, but we now have somewhere for the villagers to go. If
Good. You made it to Fort Mulder.
yes, I can see there's some communications happening from house to house.
Not all of them, not as many as I would like. The majority of the population has been enclosed into small camps.
Within the town, or
Yes,
outside of
within
town?
the town.
Okay.
Is Ivor still here?
Ivor left soon after You?
Did he say where he was going?
No.
Did he say why he was going?
He said he needed to find more knowledge on that. And as he points, you look through one of the boarded up windows, and you can see down into pretty much the center of town, and in the town square, where the statue was and that got split apart. You can see a mass gathering of Goliaths, and you see a small pen of people, probably about 20 people in this pen, all crammed in together. And you can see that there are a number of Goliaths around guarding it. But what takes you, what distracts you from that is the large, gleaming and glimmering portal that is in the center of town, that seems to be icy blue, and you can see that all across the floor it looks cold and frozen.
Does it seem like that's where that coal's coming from?
Roll an Arcana check.
I'm good at Arcana. Oh, fuck. Natural 20. For a total of 20.
You're great at Arcana.
I'm fucking brilliant.
Okay. Well, you find, you remember back to your dealings with your giant friend, where he spoke about portals that can be opened from different planes of existence that you can go through. And he did speak about a long time ago, a sorcerer tried to it was a Goliath sorcerer, donkeys ago, tried to open up a portal to the frozen realm, or the realm of ice, and that sorcerer was gathering the energy from that plane and transferring it into his other companions, making them stronger, making them more battle ready, but also delivering a disease to them, which they do not, they slowly decay, and if they do not have the people to sustain their life, you assume that only bad things can happen. Or good things. Depends if they're nice people or not.
Do I remember a name?
You're going to make me look, aren't you?
Yeah. You can say no, I don't remember the name.
No,
Perfectly
because
fine.
you would have remembered the name. Oh. Gotta go through all my things now. Where are you? Varlig. Varlig. And basically his whole he was roll me a history check.
14, 17.
17, okay. So you know a fair bit about this. So he was basically left to die by his tribe, and he he was thought dead. He then, after a number of years, or a few years, he returned to the tribe in this new form. Blue, ice covering his body and coming out of his back, and he killed the chief of the clan, and then basically coerced or forced certain members of that clan to take on this since I suppose known as Salas. Where it turned them stronger, more powerful, a little bit more crazy, and blue.
Good to know. I shall convey. Seems that wasn't a story. That's actually possibly what's happened here.
So he got the cold from somewhere else.
He got infected basically from trying to open portals to this plane. He got a cold.
So he got a cold and then gave it to someone else. Okay.
But this is how pandemics happen. We should not allow that.
Have we just simplified the whole entire plot for you there?
No, I'm laughing at something else. Don't worry. So, yes, that was part of it.
Is the tunnel to the inn still open?
Oh, yes, it is. I would not advise going into town, though. Our headquarters are... And he points over to the other side. He says, see that large building? In the cellar there we are. We have set up a resistance.
And how do you get there?
There is a trapdoor on the outside that you can, like a cellar door.
Do you have to go across and then go in? Can't go in from here.
No. But I do not advise going through.
How come the tavern got left? I thought that was where they were planning on setting up a...
The tavern was attacked and almost completely destroyed.
Okay. Who's still alive out of the ones that were looking to help defend the town? Albert, Ivor's left.
Ivor has gone. Leo is still alive. Oh gosh, gotta remember all their blooming names. That's been so long.
Small mage guy.
Kret? What's his name? No,
Kret.
Right?
Kret is here, yes. Is still alive. Morton is still alive. Unfortunately, Bennaby has been... Well, he was captured. I don't know if he is killed.
So what is this resistance doing?
We are trying to keep people safe and hold at least some people away from being captured.
And is there a way to get them all out of the town? Or start collecting people up to shift out of town?
It is something that we could certainly start planning. We did not know if you were alive. We did not know if you were coming back.
Oh, most of us are, and did. So if you want to start arranging that and head...
Has Gideon or the dragon come back?
No,
Day or so.
we have not seen them since this all started.
We would definitely recommend you start looking at leaving the city as the town as soon as possible. The dragon caught up with us and was able to take the pages that we were trying to protect.
Well, that is a shame. Now this is about the people.
So we need to get the people together and out.
We get to the headquarters, then maybe we could come up with some kind of plan together.
Okay. Does that involve being quiet?
Yeah.
Not something I'm very good at.
Do you make less noise if you don't have to walk?
I think I just make noise when I move, full stop. There is a option that we can go with if everybody doesn't feel too squeamish. But it does make me, let's say, more delicate.
Yeah, I can do.
Well, it's more that I take off some of the big metal bits, but what's underneath isn't always very easy on the eye.
We just fought against the Banshee.
Okay, but it does mean that I'm very delicate, so we want to make sure that we don't end up in a fight, basically. So I'm not going to be of no help.
Just a OC question for Hazard.
Oh.
Did you tell us what type of infusion juice you've made?
Yeah, so the same as yesterday. Oh, infusing juice, not made
Your,
random elixir.
Sorry, your elixirs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I said it was the same as yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fly basically. Fly. Not as good as fly, but it'll do.
Could you use that 6 to fly rather than walk?
I could try
Literally,
it.
like, a foot
Never-
off the
I've-
ground.
I've never done that before.
A
I don't know.
Piece of string to a rope, drag her along. I believe.
Like a balloon.
Yeah.
Oh, a balloon 6. Whee! Let's try that because it's quicker and easier than the other option we have.
It means you can still.
Doesn't last for very long, but
How long?
it's 10 minutes.
Alva, how long will it take us to get across?
Without any trouble, about 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Plenty of time then. Let's go.
You make your way.
I suggest that we send Zababi slightly ahead because of her sneakiness. She can alert us if there's something.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you can put over yourself as well, 6, to stop being the shiny one?
My blanket.
Okay.
A flying blanket.
Just going full ghost.
No, because I imagine it's, you know, those wool blankets that are like real dark grey. I imagine it's one
Yeah.
of those. So it will be really good in the night, but it'd be like this weird floating shadow.
Is
Create
Alba coming with us?
create a distraction. You just give me like 5 minutes.
What could you do?
I can create a little device that gives off a sound, or a smell, or light.
Do it in a different direction to where we're going.
Yeah.
Perfect. Do that.
Just a bit of information. Is that something do we want to alert the people that something strange is happening, the Goliaths? Because nothing crazy has been happening.
I suggest we use that in case we get spotted. It will distract them.
Ah, right. Oh, okay.
Is that how it would work, Selwyn? Is it something we can use if we get spotted?
If it kicks off, I was thinking I could just sling it away from us. You know, you never know. It might not work, but it's something.
Good. Okay. Well.
Plus, I haven't tinkered with anything for ages, so I'm getting a bit itchy.
So.
I was going to say something, but it would have come across well creepy. You can think with me anytime, but you know.
Maybe later.
Boundaries.
These long, all those things they bring out in the foundries. They like pick up smelting pots and stuff like that. The
Tongs.
Tongs. Yeah. There you go.
So Avenberg, fucking hell, Albert, goes to the front door. He checks around. He pulls out a little lantern and flashes it 3 times, and you see a couple of others flash. And then he goes, quickly, and you start making your way to the town hall.
So I'm using whatever it is that Selwyn's got. What is this? It just enables me to hover.
You can fly, but only of a speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes. So I don't
If
know.
someone
Must be
pushes
just
me,
push
would
you
I go
along,
quicker?
carry you underarm, yeah.
If I go 10 feet per round, just 10 minutes. But if someone pushes me, I could potentially go a bit quicker and they'd go a bit slower.
It would make you both go at 15 feet.
And how far have we got to travel?
About a 3-minute walk, 2-minute walk, or run.
If we
Don't
run, are
think
we
that's
safe?
going to work then.
No, I'm just going to have to risk it for... Unless we don't mind doing 15 feet per round. Because if we were going stealthy, it'd be half anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, you're at a slower pace, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in a rush. Caution.
Because if we're darting between like alleyways and shadows anyway, it'd probably still be worth doing.
Not using the word dart though.
Should we try it? And if it doesn't work, we can cancel it off. Can we cancel it off? Is that something that works?
I don't know.
Well, if you have
5 feet
different,
or 10 feet.
if you have different movement modes, you can choose between
Which one you
mode
want.
use.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll
Well, maybe you'll
get back on
transform
my feet.
some big metal wings or something.
So you drink the potion and you hover slightly off the floor.
Which is unusual.
As you move, though, it's not seem to assist in your stealthing.
No.
Have a rule: fly doesn't help you with your stealthing.
That was a big waste of time.
It's nice to try, and now
Try
you
it.
know.
The mechanics in our minds did not apply.
I still find this an unusual and new
Mechanics.
experience.
At least now you're flying.
Let's see how quick we go, and if I need to be quicker, I'll just pop my feet on the floor because it's not going to make any difference anyway.
So
Have you ever flown before?
No,
You're welcome.
it's
exactly.
it's
Not
a,
outside of a ship anyway.
it's a new experience feeling your zero gravity. Ouch! Bit my cheek. Zero gravity kind of body just moving freely. Yeah, you're still moving. Yeah, there are still things that clink and clank. So you make your way from the west side to the east side.
Oh no.
You reach the first set of houses, and I would like you to roll a stealth check, please, as you see a group of about 4 Goliaths. None of them are blue, but you see about 4 Goliaths.
I don't like any of my dice, so let's see what happens.
Selwyn,
Stealth check would be fine.
16.
the Babby. Oh, I need to roll.
23.
Bloody hell. Warwick.
15.
16,
Oh,
20 odd, 15, 6,
20 odd.
8.
I balanced it back out, everyone.
Albert got a 10. That's 3 against
Yay!
2. 3 against 2. Don't know why this is 3. 3 against 2. There you go.
3 against 7.
And then, so you find some broken crates and like that are weirdly and planks of wood that have been like put up against the wall, and like a broken like flower. You know what I mean? Within the alleys of the houses, and you can either, if you wish, choose to stay where you are, or you can try and go around the back of the house.
And the Goliaths
Are
go
they
at the front.
like heading
The
towards
Goliaths
us,
are
or-
heading towards you down the main street, yes.
Around the back.
So eventually they're going to pass us
Mm-hmm.
where we're hiding. Try and scoot round.
Yeah, maybe around the. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd suggest
So
that.
you all scoot round the back of the house. As you scoot round the back of the house, you can hear them murmuring something. They're talking between each other. But, at the distance, you are unable to make out the words. You hear that there is some form of conversation as they pass and continue down the road.
Can I tell what language they're speaking?
They are speaking in... No, because then that would give the impression that you can hear a word that they've said.
Oh, okay.
Make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not trying to be the douchey DM or GM.
No,
just
no,
just
that's-
like if you think about it, that's how it would.
I wasn't sure if even though I couldn't tell what language they were speaking, if I could hear kind of the sound of it.
It just sounds very deep and very, just very muffled.
Yeah, that's alright.
So, so you make your way through the first bit. Now, you come to an intersection, like a crossroads, and there's probably a good 30, 40 foot gap. Maybe even a little bit bigger between this set of houses and the next set of houses. I'd like everyone to roll a perception check for me, please. Selwyn, Lina.
2.
Still petrified in the idea of this whole engagement. He is just darting around, not being able to perceive anything. Sababi.
22.
Very good. Boric.
18.
Good. 6.
15.
15. Okay. You can see down the main street. There is there's broken houses and market stalls that have been just collapsed and pulled over. There's dead animals on the floor, or carcasses and stuff like that you can make out that are animals. You do, however, who rolled the highest?
Me.
I think it was me.
Was it you? Sababi, you notice that there is a Goliath dead on the floor. Slumped up against one of the walls. He's definitely not asleep. He is definitely dead. You can see that there's blood around him that's dried, that you can think's dried. And you can see that his clavicle here, is that clavicle like here? Like his collarbone and stuff like that has been hacked into by a very, very heavy instrument. Boric, you notice further on down this small little thing, well, could be small little thing. You don't notice that. You look further down and you can see probably about halfway down the road at another intersection is a group of Goliaths, and 6, you notice this as well, and there is probably about in a pen there's probably about, from what you can tell, anywhere between 15 and 25 people all crammed into this very, very small and there's probably about 8 or 9 Goliaths around there. You can't see colours in the dark, unfortunately, but you spend a moment and you do see that one of the Goliaths stands up. He's slouched on the wall, not looking weak or anything, but he's just slouched on the wall looking round, and he goes over a little bit slower than what you'd expect, and he puts his hand up, and you can see the life essence of this commoner get drawn. It's almost like his spirit has left the body, and it goes into him, and you can see almost for a moment he glows to an extent. And then as he walks back to the area that he was before, he is walking a lot better, a lot faster, and the person slumps to the floor and drops, and you see this little kid run over. You can't hear what they say, but you see this little kid run over and just grab hold of this person and buries her head in his now lifeless body.
Do we know what they're doing with the people who've got hold of?
I think that they're taking their life essence from them and feeling better.
At least we know that if they're not able to do that, it makes them weaker potentially.
But we're not going to be able to help those people. But we can empty the rest of the town.
We'll not be able to help them now, but depending on, we just need to get to the, we need to get to their headquarters place. I don't think we can do anything to help that at the minute. There's too many there.
We keep heading off.
Okay, you can see that Alver's made it to the other side of the road, and while you're all stopped, looking at this in shock and awe, he goes, "Quickly, quickly!" So you all run across. I'd like everyone to make a stealth check with advantage.
It's not something I ever get.
Unless
What
Sababi,
advantages?
would like to do anything else with the information that she has.
I'll tell the others.
Okay.
Myself.
So just before you leave, before we roll the stealth, which you've already rolled, just keep them scores. She tells you about and she points out the Goliath.
He's not near us, is he?
He's probably about 30 feet, 45 feet away from you, somewhere around there.
I'm not
Which
gonna hit him.
the thing's probably about. No, sorry, it's probably about 15 feet away from you, where the thing is just on the edge of your dark vision, which is about 60 feet away from you.
I don't have dark vision, so.
Oh, well, then you didn't see bugger all of that.
I've got
My
blind.
dark vision 60.
Yeah, I've got blind sight, but that's not going to help me with any of this.
No, I
'cause
don't know
was
why
just wondering if
Warforged
I'd be
don't
able
have blinds. Dark sight. I have no
No.
idea. Dark vision, dark sight. Jesus.
No, we don't have dark vision, but I do have blind sight. So, I'm a little bit above the game. It was more the fact that I was wondering if I could identify if it was a Goliath weapon that had killed the Goliath, but if I can't see, then
So
Would it
That's
be
fine.
too risky to go over to him?
yeah,
She's
Like,
surprised.
Was he right in sight of the others? Did you say?
they're probably about another 25 feet away, ish.
We're not worth risking
Maybe
it.
35 feet away. He's about 15 feet away from you. Probably about 35
Alright.
feet away from you.
If Sababi looks like she's going to move, I'll tell her to stay on mission.
Can
I'm looking.
Goliath see in the dark generally?
Do you know this?
Have we seen, well, the ones that the ones we've seen walking around, have they been carrying like lights or anything?
I don't. I think they can. No, they can't. Hang on. Let's just have a look at Goliath as a race. Stupid D&D Beyond.
That's not a way to get them to like us. They're fantastic. We love them. Use them
Who?
every day.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
No, we're not sponsored by them.
No.
It's fine. We'll say what we like.
Say what we want, man. Even if we were
But if we
sponsored by
wanted
them,
to
I'd
be.
still say the same thing. Customer feedback is always good. You're stupid.
That's not feedback. That's just a
That is
comment.
top range customer service right there.
Top range grumpiness.
That's like a review I saw of a movie that said, could be better. How? Why? What do you mean?
There we go.
Could be better.
Goliaths do not have dark vision.
So they've been carrying torches or walking into walls.
No, they haven't been carrying torches, but they also haven't been walking into walls. You can still see a tiny
Yeah.
bit in front of you. It's like us walking down a dark alley. It's not fun, but you can still see.
Your eyes are much wider.
Yeah.
Because that makes all the difference. Cool. Well, I'm just stealthing after Alva because that's all I can do.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything, or are you carrying on?
Carrying on.
I'll
carrying.
leave across the road.
Okay, no worries. Selwyn, what was your
21.
sound? Sababi?
27.
Is this going to become a battle of the...
I can't physically get that.
Boric?
Because my stealth's so high.
17.
6?
13 whole stealths.
Well done.
I did it!
You all passed.
More than 10.
Very, very quickly, very, very stealthily, you are over the road, and you make it towards the other end. You make your way through the houses, and you can see in front of you this large cliff, like not cliff, but rise, yeah, that looks pretty hard to scale, to be perfectly honest. But Al there moves some wooden planks very quietly out the way, and a couple of like boxes and all that kind of stuff. And behind there is a small door that looks to be used for bringing in and out supplies to the old town hall. So rather than people walking all the way up the hill, they use this and it goes into the cellar. Yeah. The door opens inwards, luckily, and he ushers you all in and then moves the boards and the boxes back to where it looks semi-natural, and he closes the door behind. You are met by this long, dark tunnel, which he squeezes his way through to the front of you, and you all move down the tunnel, and you come to the end to a large door, or a larger door, and he raps on it 4 times, and then you hear a voice from the other side say, what do you do at the day in the sorry, what do you do before the dawn of light? And Albert goes, drink blood. And the door opens, and inside you can see a lit room and a number of people inside, and we are going to end tonight's session there. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was good.
You made it.
Viva la revolution!
Guerrilla warfare.
Yep, this is your strong point now, Hazard. This is where I expect Selwyn to be like totally out of character, going, right, so we need to do this and this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah, so if you could, that'd be great. Because I feel that this is where 6 should come into our own, but she doesn't know anything.
Turn you into a mech of some sort. Like I can pilot.
I was going
Make new
to.
weapons on each arm, and I could march you in, and you start skewering Goliath, flinging them off your arms. And
I have been contemplating offering you a lift this whole time. Because you're only little.
yeah, you know those little baby carriers.
Yeah.
Would it be on the
What, at the
front or
front?
the back? Yeah, at the
No,
front.
I'd have you like on the
With
shoulders,
arms and
because
legs
then
like
you
that.
can turn my head to where it needs to go.
Just if you do the front carrier, make sure you actually build it the right way, so
He faces out, not in.
yeah, so you just like,
Yeah.
hi 6.
Hi!
How are you? No, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And we will continue this story next week. where there's going to be some kind of siege and, like as it said,
Gotta be
guerrilla
a
warfare
fighting.
onto the town of Avenberg. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Much love. This, as I said before, this video will be going up on YouTube Monday. So if you could like, comment, subscribe, maybe give us a follow on the, all that kind of jazz. Give us a follow here on Twitch as well. Again, we love doing this, but without your love and support, that's going to sound really bad. It's slowly going to dwindle out. That sounds terrible. It's not, but it's just a nice little gesture and help. So thank you very much. Right, we will see you next week at 8:30 on Friday. Much love. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.
Bye.
Peace.
Really?